I'm Real Giant Demon, and this is What's the Tape, Season 20, Volume 10. Yes, it's the end of the season, and we're going out with the final part of Game, Set and Match. So I guess it's Game, Set and Match? No, I'll get my coat. Right, okay, anyway. So, going out with the final season. We've already done... What have we done already? We've done Winter Olympiad, which didn't load. Ian Botham's test match, which was quite a surprise, because it actually worked okay. Super Hang-On. We've done Nick Faldo's one, which is fantastic, because that was... What's the name of that? It was like Gomez from the Addams Family telling us off, or was it Uncle Fester maybe telling us off in that one? That's quite funny. And Match Day 2. So we've got, left to go, Championship Sprint... we've got track and field, snooker, we've got Basketmaster, and we've got Super Bowl. Now, I'm told Super Bowl's a two-player game, so I don't know how I'm going to play that on my own, but we'll give it a try anyway. So, without further ado, I'll get one of these beasties, he says, opening the whole thing up and showing you that the fact that it's upside down. That was very good, wasn't it? But that ain't upside down. There we go, right way around. One of these beasties into a tape drive. Okay, the tape is in the drive, so we'll go down to load it, or basic and load it. So load basic, load it, or load speech marks, and let's press play. Now, those eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that I put Basketmaster in first. And not that anybody really looked that closely, but it's Basketmaster first. Now, I quite like this one. This is, I'm sure it's either Spanish or French. I think it's Spanish. It's dynamic, and it was kind of brought to the UK by Imagine as sort of a re-release by them. So it's one of the it's probably one of the better basketball games out there. It's one of those games that was developed specifically with the 8-bit micros in mind. So it's not like one of those conversions from an arcade game. It's not one of those slightly sort of I guess sort of slapdashes attempts at it. It's one-on-one basketball with a lovely sort of replay functionality built within it. It's a really great and amazing basketball game. It's such a good one. It's worth having. I'm sure it has a Bob Wakelin cover when it was released with the on the Imagine sort of label, and then it's re-released, I want to say, on Alternative, and they gave it sort of a cartoony feel to it. I think the cartoony feel feels better rather than the more sort of realistic one that I think was there. They kind of have a little bit of a feel of Freddie Hardest, or certainly when it loads shortly, you'll see that the guy, when he pops up on the screen, he's got a sort of what I would call a Freddie Hardest style chin, a very solid chin with the buttocks in the middle of it. So there's a bum on his face and a bum on his behind. So those that kind of thing. Do you know what? I've got coffee. I hope you've got a beverage as well. But the weirdest thing about this is it feels a little bit like deja vu for me, because I started recording this, but I recorded the voice and I didn't have any video, so we're kind of going over a little bit of old ground here. So I have played this once already, but we can't let that deter me from having another go. I can't believe it actually happened. It's one of those things, where you go, oh my god, and I looked up and there's a little red light that flashes for record, not flashing, and I realised that I'd either not pressed the button or it hadn't registered that I'd pressed the button to record, which is so annoying. Can you? It really is. It's a really annoying thing. I mean, oh no, it's not going to load either. It's even worse. It's not going to load. It's going to be really awkward. That lovely man there with his solid chin and his beardy thing. It's not going to. Well, we'll try. We'll see if it loads. I don't know what's going to happen when it loads up, because he's meant to smile and do all kinds of things at you. Oh God. 2 minutes. We'll see in 2 minutes whether it loads or not. We'll give it a try. I have to clean the tape drive now. So what have you missed while I was recording last time round? You've missed the dogs going bonkers because the door was being opened, and the debate about what was being delivered. That is not going to load. That is proper crashed, hasn't it? That is proper thrown a wobbly. You haven't you? I can't believe it. After all that. And it was so good last time I played it. It was really brilliant. I wonder if it does a tape loader. It'd be interesting if it does tape loader. Hang on. Bracing myself here for this. Tape loader. Do we think did Basketmaster do to tape loader? Page 1. I'm having a look for loading. Can't see the loading button. It's a blockbuster, sports blockbuster. I can agree with that, to be honest. No, I don't think it does. I don't think it does, because I can imagine it would be brilliant with it. I don't know. Should we try it? Let's give it a try. Come on. It's failed once already, so let's have a go again. Anyway, proper blockbuster thing. I used to like playing a bit of basketball back in the day. Wasn't really tall enough for it. You have to be like 17 feet tall, don't you? Isn't it like the average size, like 7'1" or something? It's one of those really, really bizarre things. If when you're really tall, it's a real advantage. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Being very tall and having a real advantage. I mean, I guess the only advantage nowadays of being short and playing basketball is that you might be fast and short. So you could be underneath these gigantic men. That sounded wrong. But it could be true, too. I don't know any short basketball players. It's like a lot of sports. They all seem to be quite tall, don't they, and bulky. Yeah, there's my wife has pointed out one sportsman that needs to be small, and as she says, jockeys. She's right. They like them to be small because the lighter they are and the smaller they are, the more the horse has an advantage because you don't have to weight the thing down, do you? So yeah, jockeys are probably the exception to the rule on small. I'm trying to think of anything else where you have to be a small sportsman. I don't know. I don't know if it counts with things like show jumping, because I'm thinking of things where you have to be I don't think it helps. I think you have to be. Oh, yes, there's another one she's thinking of. The person who sits in the rowing at the far end. There's a cox, isn't it? Yeah, they're called cocks. That's what they're called. The cocks, yeah. They're the person who kind of shouts, a bit like they used to do with the old, Viking boats. The person who used to bang the drum and shout, whatever it is, sort of row you Viking, whatever's. See, there was a difference there, though, isn't it? That's not the old Roman slave sort of boat, isn't it? The Vikings used to row together. They were a team. They were a raiding team. They were a pretty unpleasant bunch, but they worked together as a team to raid, and then they rowed back again. It wasn't like they weren't slaves. They were free men who rowed the boat. Oh, beautiful! It's loaded with the nice screen now, so you get to see those lovely graphics, and there's dynamic at the bottom corner there. Now, is that French spelling or is that Spanish spelling? I have no idea. Dynamic are responsible for some nice, really good games on the Spectrum. Game Over 2. Dustin got a proper release in whichever country they come from, Spain, I think. Got a proper release. That was one of my favourite ones. That was a sort of way to break out of a prison as a sort of what's the name of that one? Oh. Great Escape, a bit of Great Escape, but more modernised sort of graphics and whatever else. It's quite like that one. Some great games back in the day. Really, really, really good. And Dynamic were one of those companies that produced some really spectacular specky games. Can't really say anything else but that. Formula 1 drivers, I think they have to be a nice size. They don't like them when they're too tall, do they? Because they have to adjust all the pedals and things like that. And I guess if you're too weighty as well, that really does affect the performance of the vehicle. I'm guessing. Not probably as much as on a horse, but I think they like them to be slim and whatever else it is. I don't think I've ever seen a portly Formula 1 driver. Imagine making a portly Formula 1 vehicle. Yeah, he's 24 stone and he needs to fit through the gap. And it's not going to happen, is it? They're all so serious nowadays, aren't they? These sportsmen, there doesn't seem much fun in them. They're just all business, So because it is a business for a lot of people, unfortunately. It changed. Things have changed. Things have changed. Right, coffee, more beverage. Oh, that's good. That was really nice. Lovely cup of coffee. Got big cup, big mug. Second cup I'm on right now as well. So I'm some just, the caffeine's just working its way through my system beautifully at this point in time. I love this bit when it stops, by the way, because he starts winking and smiling and little glints off his teeth because he's awesome, this dude. Wait for it. Here we go. Look at him spinning the ball, a little winking, and oh, I love it. You gotta love that. That's class. It really is. Yes, winky winky. Hello. He's a saucy gentleman. Is he? Look at that huge jaw. Look at that teeth for miles. Right. Okay. Let's push a button. Right. So we're gonna stick with. I'm gonna stick with beginner. I'm gonna choose the controls 5. I'm going to do 3 for keyboard for the top one. Up, down, left, right, function or fire, and H. So if you look at the characters on the left and the right, you notice the one's got the big chin and one doesn't have the big chin. So they actually did make the characters look different, which is quite cool. But it's one-on-one basketball, this one. One-on-one is what it is. We're on beginner. We can have different levels. We can have amateur, NBA. That's the National Basketball Association or whatever else is. But we're good with those. So let's play one player. Let's get the ball. And now you get the ball if you get near the player. And he's scored, of course. He's put a basket in. Watch the replay, though. Isn't that good? I love the way it zooms in. And it chucks the ball in. Boom! That's a slam dunk, that one. I went out of bounds. Let's get... He's fouled me, I think. No, I fouled him. Yeah. I scored 2. Boo! Oh, no! I made it. Away. Oh. I fouled him again from behind. He's missed. It's all right. Oh, he took the ball straight off me. Boo! When I played this earlier, I drew 4-4, but I can see this is not going to happen here. Look at that. Beautiful bit of movement from him. Travelling. Didn't take the shot. Oh, scored! That's 2 points to me. Look at this. Do I get replay? Oh, I fouled him again. Too many fouls in the game. It's cancelled as well. He's got 8 points. Oh, come on. Give me the ball. Oh, you fouled me. Oh, no. Didn't get my points, though. Oh, he scored again. Look at this. It's beautiful. Look at this. Flies through the air. Gracefully. Boom! There it goes. I'm rubbish today. I'm scoring like crazy. I am doing so badly here. I was doing better on the previous game, as I say. I drew, but it got cancelled for fouls. There was too many fouls. We were very naughty peoples, and oh, he's got it past me again, and he scored another basket. This is not very good. This is very bad. This game is so worth having, though. As it's one of the best basketball games on the Spectrum. In fact, I think it's probably the only basketball game worth on the Spectrum. I just pushed the button. I just meant to push the... Has he fouled me or I fouled him? I fouled him. And he's got 15 points. I've got 2. And he's got another 16 points because he scored again. And he's got 18 points. It's just ridiculous. He's hammering me now. When he's doing funny jumps in the air for no good reason whatsoever. Boom. Really good. And I got fouled. And I missed it. Damn. He got fouled. I think I fouled him too many times, actually. Too many fouls. Scout, game over. I got beat 18-2. Absolutely hilarious. It gives you all stats in a minute of everybody doing what they're doing. So it's like how many shots on basket? 1, fouls, throws, free throws, percentage got, whatever else is. I mean, I got stuffed there, didn't I? Absolutely got stuffed. This is ridiculous. Rebounds, 1, you know. God. Great game, fantastic game, well worth playing. That's one of the best basketball games out there. I've just wound that already and turned it over. So we've got Super Bowl next. And Super Bowl, of course, is the American football. And the thing about American football is it kind of never really hit the UK. Not until the birth of Channel 4 back in the mid '80s. We only had about 3 channels, as we all remember. We all kind of, television was one of those things that you used to sit around and watch together, unless you were lucky enough to have a Betamax or a VHS, and then you could all watch a film together. And then even then, that was loading it for your local Blockbuster or from your local newsagent. It was always newsagents, wasn't it? Newsagents with their own little section of random stuff. That kind of thing where you used to go and look at the videos and go, "Oh my God, what do I choose? You know, do I take? I don't know. You know, and all the good stuff's gone because there's only like 3 copies of RoboCop or something similar, so you can't have a copy of that. So you have to choose what's left over, just the absolute dross that is in those places. So, but anyway, forget whether you had a VHS or a Betamax. You know, just. But I always liked Betamax though. I don't know, the quality was much better. Do you not remember the Betamax quality? It was way better. But anyway. So back to the plot, back to the story. So Channel 4 turns up and it's got things on it, like most of the time it was like off, wasn't it, during the day? Do you not remember? It only had like evening sessions, and then later on it became the racy channel, so it had things like the Word, just like that, you know, with Terry Christian and things like that. So it became the racy channel. That was the thing about it. It had some slightly some erotica occasionally on there. You know the kind, slight bit of the sort of top slightly falling off, that kind of stuff. It had that on the Channel 4, but it also had American football. That's what it turned up from. It kind of appeared, and we got to watch something we hadn't really watched before, and it wasn't really a thing. And games like this, I don't know how well they sold. I don't think it was a thing. I think it appeared. It was entertaining. I don't know how many people were watching, American football at that point. I still want to know whether or not this guy killed somebody on the floor, because it's like that red towely thing on there. Or is it corner flag he smashed into? Might be a corner flag or something. He's got the ball in his arms. It looks like he's smashed into something. Anyway. But that was the point, wasn't it? Well, you didn't really, you know, this was kind of new to us. I mean, we'd had rugby. I'm no rugby fan, but I understand the principles. It's a bit like everything else. It's a bit like last week with the cricket. You know, it's like I didn't mind playing it, but never really wanted to be involved in it. And rugby was one of those things. It's like where I was quite tiny and skinny when I was. I know that's hard to believe nowadays. But I was quite tiny and skinny when we used to play rugby back in school. And there was always the bigger boys that smashed me to pieces. It was so I had to learn to run, so I could run like a gazelle. So if you gave me the ball, I just ran like crazy until I got to the other end and put the ball down. Because it was too dangerous to be standing around otherwise, because you get walloped, didn't you, to the ground. Somebody grab you by the because it was always the calves, wasn't it? You had to grab them by the calves from behind. But you couldn't throw the ball forward, can you, in rugby? That was one of those things. But you can kick it forward. As long as somebody, I don't know who catches it, it's something weird about kicking it forward. There's a rule about kicking it forward. But anyway, it's just one of those things. It's just you know. But American football was this kind of strange oddity, because all these big men wearing huge sort of shoulder and armour plating effectively to clobber each other with. It was kind of, they were huge as well. They were monstrous men, massive things. I rather like it. I rather liked it. I mean, one of my favourite movies with Keanu Reeves in it, Mr. Reeves himself, Mr. Nice Guy of Hollywood, as far as everybody is concerned. Keanu, he's in. That stopped. Not happy. Well, I've sat if it's done it again. It has done it again. We have stopped. We have stopped. We're going to have to restart. I'm going to put the tape player on again this time. No. We'll do that. Anyway, that's just what happens when you try a tape deck for tape from 30 years ago and see whether it works or not. But anyway, one of my favourite movies, sort of American football-wise, there's a few. Now I'm trying to think of the other ones, but the one that really stands out in my head is one it's loosely based on, there was a players' strike. In the United States, they have at least one sensible idea when it comes to sportsmen. I think this is relatively sensible. This means that you can't really buy to win the same sort of way. Does this make sense? So here's the theory is that they've got player caps for wages. So if you're drafted first, your player wage is probably $5 million. I don't know, that's a lot of money, but anyway. But there's and then the wage goes down as you get drafted into the thing. This is draft is being when you come from your sort of high school or college or whatever else is and brought into the NFL itself and the National Football League. So they have at least a player cap on it anyway. In I think the 90s, the players, the professional football players went on strike to sort of because they $5 million was not enough to look after a Ferrari and multiple ex-wives, apparently, something like that. That's the reason why. But anyway, they went on strike because the owners were making a lot more money, and they felt that they needed a bit more cash. Fair comment, I guess. I do think that you shouldn't spend more than you've got when it comes to being a club, but of course that does make it unfair if you're in a place where you've got a big stadium and lots of people come, and then you've got somewhere where it's middle of nowhere, nobody comes. But anyway, so these players basically went on strike, and a lot of teams had to find what they called the replacements. So they had to build teams with replacements, and Keanu Reeves plays as a quarterback who only plays a couple of professional games and then sort of quits it all after a disaster because the team quit round him. And he comes back and he does that, and it's what's his name? Oh, I know his name. It's just Keanu Reeves. It's a whole bunch of people, to be honest with you. It's quite fun. It even has a Welshman in it from Britain. I can't remember his name either. Oh, I'm struggling now. Anyway, but either way, it's quite a fun movie. It's quite entertaining, and it's got some lovely sort of crunching football games things in it. The other one that I really like, original version, not that keen on the Adam Sandler remake. Like the original one, Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds, Longest Yard, absolutely fantastic. One of those where it becomes a sort of superstar quarterback, gets arrested for a whole bunch of silly crimes, ends up in prison. Gets sent to one where they've got a prison guard sort of team, and convinces the warden that the best way for them to demonstrate their might and strength was to, instead of training them, was for him to sort of have a test team against them. So sort of guards play the cons. They did actually, to be fair, they've done 2 remakes of that. Can you believe this? They've done 2 remakes of it. They had another one done by Guy Ritchie called Mean Machine. It wasn't very well received. It's been a while since that's actually ran through my head, but now I think about it, that one did. It might even go second to third in position to that one from Adam Sandler. That tells you something as well. That's pretty awful. But it's gone third to Adam Sandler. But yeah, there are some interesting movies out there, some fun movies out there that are American football. Do you think of the ones American football ones? I quite enjoy them. I wasn't the one with The Rock in it called Gridiron. There's a couple actually. Those wasn't the one where he has a daughter in it as well. Can't remember what that one was called. No, I can't remember what it was called. I'm racking my brain for that one. But I don't dislike them. I quite like them. I don't dislike them. I don't think I've ever got a basketball movie. Closest. Yes, the second planet from Uranus. Closest. Anyway, the closest other movie I can think for basketball. It's probably Bedazzled, but not the original Bedazzled with Dudley Moore. No, the one with Hugh Grant's ex. What's her name? Had Brendan Fraser in it anyway. Brendan Fraser plays the unlucky soul who has to deal with the devil, and one of the things is he wants to be a great sportsman, and he turns into a gigantic sportsman, but is with low intelligence. There's always a trick. That's the point. The devil always tricks you with something. So it always tricks you. So right, it's a 2-player game. It's the Pats versus the Bears. So this is me, the Bears, I think. And kick this ball with ferocity, but it's all kind of done with little specks and stuff like that. So there we go. So 2-player, of course. So I've kind of not really. It's weird because you get like the scoreboard and then there's a screen. The Bears have the ball. Right, okay. So they're going to play this, and I'm going to play defense, and I'm going to return the ball. I'm going to control a player. I'm going to control 53, and I'm going to return to play. And then they're going to kick off, and then we're going to rush in and smash them like that. It's just played with dots, though. It's not the greatest of looking games in that sense. It kind of... Yeah, there's not a lot to see. That's not to say that dots aren't a bad thing, because a lot of games in the future just basically went with this playbook flavour for things, without actually doing anything more exciting with it. So this concept then went into things like Madden. It went into what's the name of that? The Cyber Bowl. It went to that one as well. So it went into quite a few games, actually, to be honest with you. It sort of trickled into the formats for them. Right, there's not much more to see, you know. I'll be honest. I want to say let's play it longer, but I don't really want to. I'll be honest, especially on my own. I haven't got a friend. I've got no friends. So we're on a track and field now. Let's push the button and reset this game. Track and field. Let's go with a. I'm hoping this is joystick waggling time because I've plugged in the old Sinclair. Joystick, the one that I should say the Amstrad Sinclair joystick. This is the JS-1, the beautiful joystick with the different configuration for connecting. And I've plugged this in because I forgot back in the day. I was quite jealous. My friend had an Amstrad CPC. That didn't work. Let's try it again. My friend had Amstrad CPC, and they had this same joystick with the one fire button on the top, and you know the buttons all around. I think it was in black, and it had the button on top. And I always thought it was actually quite a cool joystick. They're not, but I did at the time, and I'm not sure why I thought they were a cool joystick. I think they got a button though, didn't they, on the actual base of the joystick? They don't make joysticks like this anymore, do they? They stopped doing it. They stopped nowadays we get joypad, so you can't get that waggling action going that you used to get. The fun of sort of I don't know, guess waggling it across the thing, and the exhaustion that goes with it. I suppose you got Wii Fit and things like that, haven't you? I don't think that's a thing anymore. Let's have a look at the events. Let's see what we're going to be doing in track and field. 100-meter dash. Long jump, javelin throw, 110-meter hurdles, hammer throw, and the high jump. 5, 6, 7 events, I think. No, 6 grueling events. 2-player, Sinclair joystick, easy and hard. ZX and space on the keyboard. A single event or a whole event. We're going to do the whole events. We're definitely going to do them all. After last week's failure to load the Winter Olympiad, we're definitely going the whole thing. So I think it's Konami, this one, actually, so I'm quite looking forward to it as well. But so 2 weeks off for a little break, but there's plenty to still watch. Next week there'll obviously be another 8-bit sort of game. This, by the way, is there's a modern day version of this for the DS where you sort of swipe the stylus across the screen. I think that's quite cool. Quite cool. It still actually exists. So I know I was saying it doesn't exist for joystick waggling, but it does exist for the old DS. Anyway, so next week, it'll be an 8-bit game. There'll be the 20p arcade challenge, Euro Truck Simulator, and probably another driving simulator. Those are the kind of things. But as I know, I've got a split audience, and I know that you're lovely. You're all lovely. But I know I've got a split audience. So half of you will watch sort of the retro stuff, and half of you will watch the modern stuff, and occasionally somebody does both of the things. It's a rare overlap, to be honest with you, and I kind of accept it. I'm happy with it. It makes me happy that I do it. It's really weird though, because that stems back to the original creation of the channel. I really wasn't sure what I was really doing with it. I wasn't on a mission to hit all the right buttons. So yeah, I think the beginning of the channel is very much a bit of random modern day stuff, from PlayStation 4 to PC to all kinds of stuff. So there's some random stuff on there. It's not brilliant. It's just what it is. But that was like 7 years ago, and also at the time as well, I had a terrible microphone. I can't believe I was so bad with it. I can't believe that I let myself record like that, considering how I sound nowadays. Obviously, I sound like Sean Connery mixed with I don't know. so James Bond. So something like that. Anyway, bit better than I previously was. It certainly went without those high and low notes within the whole thing, which was sort of cut off by the system. Right. Okay. Pause. I am going to play. Choose 4, I guess, is the game. So if I press 1, joystick 1, that's cool. Level of game, difficult, awesome, easy, that sounds good to me. No, I want them all. Game. Oh, it's put 2 players in. I didn't want 2 players. Right, okay, well, that's fine. Oh, it's put 2 joysticks on as well. How did it get 2 players? I don't want 2 players. Just want 1 player. I'll put the other joystick in the other one. There we go. Right, okay, here we go. Running. Marks, get set, go! So I'm player 2 at the moment, wiggling at the bottom. It's not as good as Hypersport. Right, quick plug the other joystick in, change to the guy. He may quite easily have lost here. Waggling the old joystick. Going for it. There we go. Excellent. Great. This is the first in the world. Cool. First in the world. What? Game over player 1. Right, okay. Player 2 still in. Long jump. I'm plugged into player 2's port. Right, let's go. So there'll be a point I've got to push. Foul. Right, okay. Let's run it again. Definitely not as good as Hypersports. Foul. Am I meant to hold the fire down? This is going to be an interesting one. I think I'm going to hold the fire down. I fouled again. I'm off. Player 2's dead. Player 2 is dead. That's not good at all. Right, okay, let's see if I can turn off player 2 this time round and see if we get another go. That's not as good. I don't remember that being as awful as that. Computer, there we go. Keyboard, computer, that's cool. Right, okay. 4. No. Let's have a go again. Game. Fire. Might actually get my initials in properly this time round. Not that I want them in, because that was dreadful from me just a moment ago. That's right. Okay, I'm top. Ready, steady, go! I'm faster than the computer! Look how fast I am! I'm like lightning! I've just got the world... Oh, I haven't got the world record. The world record's 7 point something or other. Right, okay, how do we do this one? This is tough, this one. Oh, come on! Let's have... push the button. There's the angle. Was it far enough? Or do I have to get 7? Alright, okay, so you've got to get speed up. I've got to hold the button down. That's terrible angling. The angle is really awful on that. How are you going to get a decent run at that? That's ridiculous. What other games were there? Let's see what else there are. Game, dash, long jump, javelin. Let's try that. Oh, A will do fine. Right, okay. I threw it at the ground. You got to hold it for the angle as well. This one as well. Oh, that's not so bad. It's not as good, by the way, as Hypersports. Hypersports is way better. And Daily Thompson's Decathlon. This feels very rushed. Yeah, this feels very, very rushed. That would have been me game over as well. Let's try the next one. At least you get to play through them all. How did this Ocean accept this one? Flying Star. Oh. How did Ocean accept this, though? This is not very good. No, it's not very good at all, this one. Not in comparison. I don't remember playing this back in the day. Did you play this one? I don't remember it at all. No, it's pretty awful, that one. Let's see what else there is. Hammer. Let's do the hammer. Might as well while we're here. Boom! Threw it at the corner. Oh! Gotta get 60 meters though. That's amazing. No, this is just profiteering off the original concept of Daily Thompsons and things like that. High jump, and it's not the same kind of game. It really isn't. Yeah, failed and crashed out of it so quickly that I didn't even know I had. I'm not even trying now. Whoa, he's going to land on his head. Boom. Right, what else is there? Just the game. No, going to carry on. We'll move on to the next game. That was dreadfully disappointing. Awful, blooming awful, that one. Let's give this a go. Should be Steve Davis's a snooker. Not a game I've ever... I find the tables very large. I know they're meant to be large, but I find them very large. Is billiards the same size? Don't really know. Does anybody play billiards anymore? Don't think I've ever seen anybody play billiards before. The American pool tables are slightly larger, aren't they? They're not same as our little small ones that we have. I kind of like a small pool table. They're quite fun. Snooker. Snooker. There's a song, wasn't there? Who was Snooker Loopy? Somebody was Snooker Loopy. Like Chaz and Dave or something like that. I feel that they might be the kind of men who were Snooker Loopy. Oh. Loading screen. I don't remember a loading screen. Oh, it's a picture of Steve himself. Mr. Davis. Mr. Enthusiasm himself. Back in the day, the people used to laugh about him, but when he became world champion as well, didn't he? I don't know how many times, but he was really. Everybody thought he was extremely boring, a very boring man in general. It must be good though to look back. It must be Steve Davis and co. must look back and they must be like, do you know what? I got a computer game made about me back in the day when this was new technology. I got a game made about me. It's proper cool. It's a funny thing though. I mean, I was watching that thing about the Atari Game Over thing. I see Atari's bought a company called Digital Eclipse recently. They do a lot of remakes. I think that's quite. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure yet. I will see. They recently released a Halloween game, which actually was quite good. I can't remember its name now, though. I'll remember next time. I think it's Creepy Pumpkins or something like that. And it's quite nice. Anyway, so they bought that thing, but the movie Game Over, which you can find on YouTube actually, the Game Over, Atari Game Over, it's called. If you watch that movie, it's amazing to think that Steven Spielberg was given a copy of the game, the E.T. game, and signed it off as being a great game. So I guess he didn't play it. So I wonder whether Steve Davis ever saw his ZX Spectrum game. You know, whether Steve was like, yeah, that's the game for me. Look at that lovely picture of me sort of winking with one eye open type thing, and said, that's it, we're good. I don't know. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Coffee. My wife's mobile phone joining in there with a do. And she says it will be shite. Huh? A Facebook shite. There we go. So that's she's not interested, not bothered. Right, what we got? Steve Davis, QAOP, enter, executes instructions. That's fair enough. Break with shift or end for new game. R to retake a shot. All right. Well, we can see what happens with Steve Davis. I'm not sure whether I've played this one or not. I'm really not. You know when you think you've played it and you're like, I don't remember playing this one. So let's do 5 to continue. I don't have current speech, so that takes a lot of things. Let's do 6, a short game. Let's do any other key to play. And there we go. Sounds like the sound of the bikes in 3D Death Chase. All right, and then we got to take a shot, and it's here. No spin. Boom. Have I put a ball down? No, I've not. I'm going to try and cut this one across here. Look at this. Alright. Boom. Absolutely nowhere. So you got to put reds down, then you got to put colour down, and basically that's how snooker works. So essentially 1 point for a red one. Yeah, he's one down, and then you put a coloured one down for extra points. What colour wanted? I don't know. How do I choose the coloured? Colour red. Oh right, it's the value of them. Go for the yellow. So I said I want to go for the yellow. So I'm gonna have to fire it over there. Boom. At least I hit the yellow. I didn't put anything else down. Red wanted. Like this. Boom. Well, it's snooker. I'm not sure much more I can get excited about it. I don't mind snooker. You know, the best version of snookers, the best snooker ones that I played were the ones from, well, actually, it's not the best. It's not snooker, really. It's arcade pool. It's the best one from Team 17. Arcade pool from Team 17 with a mouse and sort of sort of moving it backwards and forwards to strike it. It was really good, that one. That was a really good one. That's available on the A500 Mini, I believe. It's on there, and I think it's also on the Evercade. They've re-released it on that. But that was one of my sort of all-time favourite sort of pool stroke snooker games. I really like that one. I really did. Come back all refreshed with 2 weeks worth of rubbish in my head that I've remembered through the week when I come back as well. It's always good. It's always good. If you've got any suggestions for compilations that I might want to put in for because you get to choose at the beginning of each episode of 8 seasons, you say, of what's on the tape. You can choose and you can tell me what you fancy for your first one. I want to put the Karate Aces back in again, just so you can not choose it, because you love not choosing that one. I'm not sure what else I can put in punishing wise, though. I mean, I think I'm going to struggle here. I think it's going to be good ones after this. It's going to be some. I don't think I've got that many more sports related things that are going to make me sweat, like a bit of Daley Thompson's decathlon, or so forth. Oh, pardon me. So I don't think I've got anything quite like that. That's oh, you little R-tape error. Let's give that a go again. Been lucky so far with these, apart from that Olympiad thing. That was really awkward, that one. That didn't work at all. We might have Championship Sprint on. This got released everywhere ultimately. I don't remember how I got my copy of it at the end of the day. I don't remember whether or not it was on a compilation. I have a feeling it was a compilation at the end of the day. Alright, I'm going to do a search in PlayZX for, you're going to be really annoying, aren't you? Championship. Oh, I keep pushing stars on it because it's on the side of where I do my buttons. Electric Dreams. I've got it. The alternative re-release. Track editor. No. Re-release. I've got it. Really annoying that. Keep pushing stars on the edge of stuff as well, because they've put the stars right next to the edge of the screen for PlayZX for some reason. I didn't know if I heard right the other day, but I'm quite pretty convinced that I heard that the creator of PlayZX had passed away. I might be wrong, but if they have, that means we're probably not going to get any updates to the way it looks. In fact, the update that it's got isn't the best, I'm afraid. I might be wrong. And there we go. This might load again. Yeah, there we go. Load Championship. It's Champion. This is the alternative re-release. I quite like this one, though, because this is based on the arcade game with the same name. Atari, this one. Atari. It used to come with... When you actually played the arcade, it was a 3-player game. 1 computer car, minimum. And you had steering wheels and pedals to accelerate and brake, and it's insane. It's insanely fast, turning left and right on it from memory. I like the fact that they've gone with a checkered flag there over the top of it. It's rather nice. Bit of checkered flag action going on. Yeah, it's rather nice, that, though. I mean, the one thing you got to give Atari at least credit for was at least things like Paperboy had the handlebars and all this kind of stuff. There was Jesus. Well, that's not loading, is it? That's kind of a totally not loading at all thing. Let's see if we can get one that does load. Stop. Right. Oh, don't give me the 1-star rubbish. Right. Down to basic. Load it. Enter. I'm looking to my left to see if I can see Championship Super Sprint on the shelf. I don't think I see it there. Picked up a few things recently. Got another big batch of tapes coming. I'm a bit of a, I think I mean quite literally with the stuff from Kenneth the week. You know, the box I opened, if you remember that. That was 8.5 years, I reckoned, of tapes to try. If on what's on the tape, and I've probably got. I get probably another 8.5 years waiting, to be honest with you. I mean, I hope you could all hang on long enough. We've got at least 20 years here. You've got to put up with me for 20 years. It's one of those reasons why you should like and subscribe and share and all this kind of stuff. The more you do that, the more I get closer to a point where I can just go, right, that's all I'm going to do every single day. What's on the tape? Possibly with a Sunday off. But just funded by YouTube itself. Nothing else. Just YouTube adverts, you know. So totally funded by that. I'm never going to make it through it all. The thing is, the tapes might kill me. I might get cremated with them or something like that. They're not environmentally friendly, really, are they? Can't say you get cremated with them. They're probably bad toxic, aren't they? I don't know what I'm going to do with them all, actually, after all this. Frame them and sell them on an Etsy store as something else, something exciting. Put on YouTube and put bids on it. Something like that. Maybe. Funds more episodes. You never know. Could happen. Gonna get 100,000 views next week with this last one of the season. 20th season of What's on the Tape. Take that in. Breathe deeply. 20 seasons, some longer than others because of COVID. I mean, if you remember COVID, I basically, while we were in lockdown, I refused to stop doing What's on the Tape until we were out of it. That was 15 episodes. That was 15 weeks of sort of being. Well, we were all locked in together, weren't we? So we did enjoy each other's company. It was nice. I enjoyed making content that people could watch, something different, something not the television, not that was on the telly at the time, not the doom and gloom that went with it all. Unfortunately, it meant much sadness in the world. I'm afraid, much sadness. But then the Spectrum games, always bringing us fun. There's no loading screen. I would expect at least a loading screen with sort of the oh well, whatever. As long as it works, I don't suppose we care, do we? And it's loading and it's loading. Electric Dreams. I can't remember Electric Dreams bringing this one out. Can't remember it at all. There's a few re-releases, it seems. I'm looking behind me to see whether I can see it in Hit Squads, because I'm sure it was a Hit Squad. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. It feels like it should have been a Hit Squad. Okay. And the time's running out, and you've not loaded. Yeah, it does feel like it was a Hit Squad. And it's not a Hit Squad, is it? Or was it? Oh, I don't know now. I'm so confused. That's actually just run out. That's run out of tape. That's run out of loading tape or tape to load. So that one worked well. Not. Let's have a little look, see if I can find it anywhere close by. I'm going for have a look. You stay there. I'm coming back in a minute. Well, come on. It's got to be here somewhere. I'm looking, I'm still looking, I'm still here, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm coming. I'm looking all over for you. I'm looking all... Where the hell is it? It's got to be here somewhere. No, that's Ghostbusters. We've not got Ghostbusters. Come on, where are you? Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. The last one can't be a duff. Hang on. I'm looking. I'm desperately looking. God, you know... Oh! That's so frustrating. That's so frustrating the last one's a dud. I can't go with the duds. Right, let's go again. Let's see if we can get this one to load. Come on. One more chance. Give it one more chance. I can't have a dud for the end of the season. It's not going to happen. No duds for you guys. It has to be a good one. Was it Hit Squad? I feel like it was. No idea. Right, okay. Well, anyway, whatever's happening, we're going to try this one more time and see what happens. We'll give it a load one more time. We'll give our... it's not even working off there. Let's do it. I've got another plan. I've got a plan. It's a cunning plan. Like cunning plans. Cunning plans are good. Let's give this one a go. I can't let this go for the last end of the season. It's just not... We're not having it. It's not going to happen. You're going to have to watch the end of the season, and it's going to be good, whether you like it or not. End of the season. I actually want to play this one as well, to be honest. That's the other reason why I'm desperate to get it working. I really want it to work. Alright, play. That one's got better tone and sound. Come on, where are you? I'm so sure it's around here. I can't believe it. I can't see it. It's annoying me. You stay there for one more second. While let's try this, I'm going to go over... I've got somewhere else to look at. You stay there. No, that's too quiet. That's too... Go on. No. Right, hang on one sec. I'm running. World. I've got basketball. Can't find it yet. I'm looking. Oh, come on, where are you? Where are you? I'm still looking. I'm going, hang on. Star Wars. Oh, getting closer. Not at all. Thought I had it. Almost there. Where are you? That's so annoying. That's such an annoying way to finish the season. I'm not happy about that at all. I'm gonna find it for next season. We're gonna play it whether we like it or not next season. Right. So in the meantime, I can't let it go. We can't finish the season without doing that. So I'm gonna play one of my, because I just spotted it, one of my favourite games, and we're gonna play this one just at the end of the season, just because it's phenomenal. It is a sports game. Loosely, I guess. It is a sports game. It's fantastic. It's a game that many of you have played before. I think this is one of the greatest sort of, if you're going to put sports games in here, probably the greatest sports games ever. And it's definitely one of my absolute favourites of all time. And it appears quite frequently on What's on the Tape. But I feel. There you go. I think it's given itself away already. I feel that I would be wrong not to play, Way of the Exploding Fist, one of the greatest sort of arcade games that you can actually, karate games that you can play. It's got a lovely set of moves. It's a game that I absolutely adored on the Spectrum. I love this game. I think it's one of my favourites of all time. And as I say, it is without a doubt a winner. It is a winner. I like this so much that I actually have the Commodore version, the BBC version. I've got the Commodore 64 version. I have the Amstrad CPC version. I have the Dutch, the French, Spanish version. I have the large clamshell versions. I have loads of them, and this is the particular one we're loading now. It's the the UK release in the small case. It could have come in a clamshell. It would have been beautiful. We could have charged twice as much. It is beautiful. This is one where it's got Jeff Thompson, world karate champion, and he says you can't beat this. And he's right, or beat this, should I say, is the words he's put on the top of it. It's one of the greatest, and this I think is the formation of some fantastic games. It wasn't based on Karate Champ. A lot of people say it is. I don't know if you know if it was inspired. I think they were about the same time when it came to release. One single developer who created the game went on to spawn some amazing other games. It obviously had a way of exploding fist. A Fist 2, a Fist Plus follow-up wasn't quite as good. The contact basically between the characters wasn't quite as good. But then you had International Karate Plus, which were totally different developers, but using the same concept, almost the same blooming models. It was brilliant. It is a very much a godfather, to many brilliant one-on-one fighters. It still holds true as a great fighter now. One of my favourites, and as I say, I think if we're going to finish the end of the season, let's finish it on a punching fist of glory here. I still never got to the bull. Apparently, you've got to punch a bull in the Commodore 64 version. Why not? Why wouldn't you want to punch a bull in the face in the Commodore 64 version? That sounds like a perfectly reasonable thing that any man would aspire to do. I've just realised I played through Mortal Kombat 11 recently. You remember how I used to get like in between sort of stages, like in Street Fighter, you get to break the car or break some bricks and stuff like that. I don't think you did that in Mortal Kombat. The new one, 11. Well, not the new. Number one's the new one, but not one. But the new one. Anyway, whatever it is. So that yeah, you break some bricks and that. It's kind of weird. Anyway, drinking some coffee now. Still got some coffee left. Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting. It's a great game. Quite looking forward to playing this. It's a nice way to finish the season. And it's a nice way to say goodbye for 2 weeks. And I will be back. I promise I'll be back. But yeah, in the meantime, like and share and all that kind of stuff. Because then I can do one every single day. Maybe not one every day. Maybe one every other day. That'll be fine. I can kind of manage that. Go part-time just to do YouTube. It's all it's the dream, isn't it? It's the dream. I think the dream for most people is that I think they say 13% of people actually don't mind going to work, enjoy their work. The rest of the people in the world do mind working, they don't enjoy it, and whatever else is. And that's the dream, isn't it? The dream is always to be able to at least not be, quite like what you do for a living. And I think that's a dream for a lot of people. A lot of people it isn't. So of course things are escapism, television, films, that kind of stuff. We haven't even discussed the South Park Pandaverse, which was hilarious, which is a skit on the fact that there was agendas in movies and stuff like that, instead of writing great stories, and that's all it's about. Great stories, absolutely phenomenal stories, things that blow your mind, something that's fantastic to sort of watch, and something great to play. Look at the graphics on that, isn't that great? I love the mountain in the back there. What mountain would you think that is? A Japanese one? I'm going to assume so. Right, okay, let's push the button and let's start again. So that's me on the left. I was swinging for a. And I got it. I was swinging for that before, the leg sweep. And there's the sweep. And I've won. Oh, you get the little yin and yang signs. I love the fact that it's like one hit is the requirement to. Oh, he's got me. Little kick in the shin. Nothing lovely. Good maneuver. Boom! Right in the chest. Love it. Love it. And he's down. Leg sweep and he's away. And we'll see if we can give him a... Oh, he's got me. I think I've lost. Oh, it's close. Oh, in the chest. Beautiful. I've won. New round. Every 2 screens, I think it is. You get a new screen. You get 3 screens. Poor old Amstrad only got the same screen over and over again, which is really disappointing for the poor Amstrad users. Got to admit that I felt sorry for them, knowing that they only got the 1 screen. Boom, in the chest. Using the same moves very similarly to... Oh, yeah. Both hit at the same time then. Oh, he got me the shin. Shin, went for the shin. Half a point for the shin. Oh, got me with a spinning roundhouse. Nice. Nice. Oh, he's got me again. Oh, half a point there. He's got me. And it's over. And what a great way to finish the season. So, I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Thank you for watching. See you very, very soon. 2 weeks. Please feel free to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.